Now, on the line, I do have founder of The Cleaning Fix, which is an NGO, and Joshua Cox will give us a little bit more about that. Good morning, Joshua.
Morning, Natasha. Great to chat to you.
Thank you for joining us this morning. How are you feeling? How's your Monday?
Yeah, very good, thanks. Yeah, excited for the week ahead.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Always great to be positive, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Now, Joshua, getting straight into it, in short, what is The Cleaning Fix?
So our mission is to provide work opportunities for mothers with young children and specifically domestic cleaning opportunities. So it's an online platform where people who want to have their office or their home cleaned can easily browse profiles of cleaners and make a booking. And all of the cleaners on our platform, as I said, are mothers with young kids.
Yeah.
And what also makes us a little bit different is that 100% of what the customer pays goes to the cleaner. So
oh, wow.
Pay $350 to book a cleaner for a day. The cleaner walks home with $350 in a pocket. We don't take a cent.
Amazing. And so, Joshua, how did the concept, come about? What was the inspiration for you to go, I want to start this NGO?
Yes. So our regular work is under the brand Fix Forward. So we've been working with contractors in the building industry, helping them grow their business and connecting them to customers. So a similar model in many ways. And in 2020, when the hard lockdown came about across the country, we started looking around for other ways that we could get involved in providing support in pretty desperate times of people.
Yeah.
And that led to us putting together a campaign called Mothers in Need. And we were focusing on also mothers with young children or pregnant women, providing relief support in the form of a grocery voucher every month for 6 months. And we were able to support about 300 families for 6 months through that campaign with a 400 rand grocery voucher each month. And as that campaign wrapped up, we started thinking, well, what are the ways that we can offer more long-term support? So instead of just a handout, what are the opportunities that we could potentially unlock for people? And that's when the idea came to me for the Cleaning Fix. What if we were to set up a purpose-driven online booking platform for domestic cleaners? Of course, there's Sweet South, who do an amazing job of reaching thousands of cleaners, providing opportunities, but they are driven by quite a different motive to what we are. And so we wanted to see how we could set up a platform that is really for the mothers, and that's the primary mission.
Yeah.
And
long term, as you mentioned, I suppose.
Yeah, long term for sure. And we are part of the vision of what we're trying to achieve is to then also unlock training opportunities for the cleaners to be able to access skills so that they can move into other better paying, more stable forms of employment as well. So it really kind of puts the mother at the center of the work that we're trying to do.
Amazing. And Joshua, how does it work? So how does the process work? How does one secure a booking should they need a service?
Sure. So the best is just to go onto or customers go onto our website, cleaningfix.co.za, and you put in all of your details. You can obviously read up a little bit more about us, but to make a booking, then you would just fill in your details. Starts with the suburb of where you live, and then the cleaner profiles for all cleaners within a 10-kilometer radius of where you live. You're available on the day that you want to make a cleaning booking. They'll come up, and so you can browse through those profiles and select which cleaner you'd like to come. Cleaners have obviously all been vetted and background checked and spoken to past clients and so on. And then you check out, pay online, credit card, EFT. It's super convenient. And then the cleaner arrives at your house on the day of the booking and does the work, and that's it.
And Bob's your uncle. Now, how many women have been recruited, since inception of this NGO?
Yeah, so we've been running it as a bit of a pilot for the last 12 months. So we've only got 40 or just under 40 women on the platform at the moment. But the vision is, of course, to scale it up and roll it out more widely, not just in Cape Town, but around the country.
Yeah.
And we're in the process of building out a tech platform to enable that scaling that we have planned.
Sure. And Joshua, how do you hope to impact the lives and maybe even families of those recruited?
Yeah, I think really the key to, or one of the fundamental elements of building a better life is having access to decent work and work that pays enough for you to provide for the needs of your family in terms of nutrition, education, healthcare, and so on. And so we really see the economic opportunity as being a key way of unlocking a better life for our cleaners.
Yeah.
And then, as I mentioned, beyond that, we want to also look at other ways we can invest in these cleaners, and we can provide them some other forms of support so that they can make the most of both this opportunity and other opportunities that might come their way. And we're just excited to see where it goes and see the impact that we can make over the long term.
And so how does the booking, services accompanied by third-party fees work?
So the only fee that is involved in the process is essentially from the payment portal, and we in fact absorb that fee. So we cover the cost of that fee ourselves. So there's zero fee. So as I said, you pay $350 to book a cleaner,
and that's what they get.
The cleaner walks away with $350. You don't, the cleaner doesn't even need to pay the payment portal charges. We cover that. And the idea is that we don't feel that ethically there's enough margin in a cleaning booking for us to justify taking from what the cleaner earns. In South Africa, people are not willing to pay huge amounts to get a cleaner in their home because there's so many cleaners who are available who will do it for next to nothing.
Yeah.
So to remain relatively price competitive, we don't feel like there's enough margin in there. And so the idea is to grow the platform, get enough cleaners and customers onboarded, and then look at the other revenue models down the line where we can generate money. But for now, certainly we don't see that taking any marginal fee from the booking is a viable or ethical route.
Yeah. And so what is next, on the development end, I think platform-wise?
Yeah, so we've already started. We've got a little bit of funding in to start work on building out an app, which will make the process not just of booking, but of managing the cleaning process. So if a cleaner has to cancel last minute, or if you want to change your booking date, or all of those little tweaks and changes can be managed on the new platform that we're designing and building. And we are already quite far along in the design process, and soon about to start work on the development. So hoping in the next 4 to 6 months that we'll have an app that is live and ready to use, and I think that's going to really transform the experience for the customer, once they've made a booking, just in terms of managing the entire process. So we're super excited about that. We're very much a human-centered organization, so we don't want to just be a tech company, but we understand that technology can make a lot of processes easier, and so we're very excited to bring in that element to this work.
And I think I love what you've mentioned about, there are other opportunities where you obviously help the cleaners, whether it's skills development or any sort of development, other than just the cleaning. I think that's amazing.
Yeah, definitely. At the end of the day, we human beings. And I think if we can look at unlocking opportunities for these ladies as a whole, so looking at their personal development, so things like coaching and mentoring and so on, is just going to, all of those elements in combination, when they come together, really set people up for success. And we've seen that at Fix Forward, and so the idea is to take that and apply it also to the cleaning fix in time.
Amazing. Well, Joshua, before I let you go, would you mind just repeating your your contact details? In other words, your website and maybe even a number if possible.
Yes, for sure. So the best is if people just go to the website. It's thecleanfix.co.za.
Yeah.
And there's a contact form on there as well, and our telephone number is also there for people if they want to reach us on the website. Thank you so much.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for your time, Joshua, and all the best. I am so excited that I got to chat to you and find out a little bit more about your NGO.
Wonderful. Thanks, Natasha.
Have a blessed one. Keep well.
You too.
Bye. Well, there you have it. That was Joshua Cox, the founder of The Cleaning Fix. You are still tuned in to the link up. My name is Natasha Khumalo. It's gone 33 minutes after 11 o'clock. How time flies when you're having fun.